We gotta factor this so we can find the critical points. The critical values are the most important thing that we gotta know. So let's move this negative 48 over. So we have a 2x to the third minus 3x squared minus 32x plus 48. All right, guys, I'm gonna go 100 miles an hour, and then you guys ask me questions. Okay, so because there's 4 terms, I'm gonna factor using grouping or the box. I think a lot of you guys like boxes, and so I'm gonna do the box. So I'm gonna put 2x to the third right here minus 3x squared, 32x, and then 48. Okay, so let's factor this out. What can I take out of both of those? I can take a 2x out of both of those. What can I take out of both of those? It looks like I can divide that by 3, and that's it. Yeah. Okay, what can I take out of both of those? That's going to be an x squared. And both of those, that's going to be, what is that? What is that? 16, yeah. No? Yes. 16. I can take a 16 out of both of those. Okay, now we have a problem though, because 2x times 16 does not give me negative 32, and 3 times x squared does not give me negative 3x squared. So can I fix this? It looks like I could put a negative there and a negative right here. So does it all work now? 2x times negative 16 gives me that. That's right. Negative 3 times that is going to give me that. Okay, cool. We're good. So I got my two factors here. I get 2x minus 3, and then I have x squared minus 16, which I see is a difference of squares, and so I can factor this some more. I get x plus 4 and then x minus 4. And my question is, where is this greater than 0? Right? Because that's what we have right here. Where is this greater than 0? So I rewrote this into factored form. Why did I do that? Because now I can find my critical values. My critical values are going to be 3 over 2, negative 4, and positive 4. How did you get 3 over 2? I set this thing equal to my head, or not, equal to 0 in my head. Equal to your head, that's silly. Okay, and then I'm going to put these on a number line because it helps me see the intervals right. So I have a negative 4 right here. I have a positive 4 right here. Where's that 3 over 2 going to go? 3 over 2 is the same as 1 1/2. So let's put that guy right here. 1 1/2. That's the same as 3 over 2. So once I get my critical values on there, how many intervals do I have to test? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 intervals. I gotta test all 4 of these intervals. Okay, so give me my numbers that I'm going to test. Let's test negative 5. Let's test 0. Let's test 2, and then 5. Yes, 3 would work, but I chose 2 because 2 is smaller than 3. All right, so I'm testing these, and so in order to test these, I gotta take it back up here and plug it into this guy. I'm not gonna plug it into this top guy, even though you could. I'm gonna plug it into this guy right here. All right, so let's do the 0 first because he's easy. 0, 0, 0, and I get 48. Is 48 greater than 0? Yeah. Yes. So this one works. I'm gonna circle him to show that it works. 2 looks like he's easy to plug in. Let's go that. 2 to the third power is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. Oh, I'm going to have to write that down. I'm not going to remember that. So I get 16. And then I plug 2 into this. 2 times 2, or 2 squared, is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So I'm going to go minus 12. And then I'm going to plug in 2 to this. That's going to be negative 62. No, negative 64. And then I have a plus 48. Oh, wow, 100 miles an hour. So negative, and you're negative. So add the 16 and the 48. That's going to be 58, 64. And then if I add these guys, it's going to be greater than this, right? Right, because negative 64 and negative 12. Yeah, let's just subtract 64 and then subtract 12. These are gone, and then I get negative 12. Is negative 12 greater than 0? No, it doesn't work. So we cross that foo out. He doesn't work. All right, let's try, let's try negative 5. Oh, negative 5 is big. I don't want to try negative 5. What's negative 5 to the third power? Negative 125. And then I have to multiply it by 2. Oh, suck. Negative 250. All right, so I get negative 250 for this first term. I plug in negative 5 to this one. That's going to be negative, or positive 25. Positive 25 times 3 is going to be positive 75. But that's a negative, so it's a negative 75. Oh, yuck. Oh, that times 5? Oh, shoot me. 160. Negative 160. Ooh, negative 160. And then what's the last one? Plus 48. Okay, we could probably decide if this is greater than or less than 0 just by looking at it. Yeah, that's for sure less than 0. So does negative 5 work? No, cross that foo out. We only have one more to check. Woo! All right, Now that's a positive 5. I'm assuming I'm going to use these numbers right here. So if I put a positive 5 into this, it's going to be a positive 270, right? So I'm going to put a positive right here. And then if I put a positive 5 into this, I'm still going to get a negative 75, right? 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 And then if I plug positive 5 in this, I'm still going to get a negative 160, right? Yeah. Right? Okay, so let's add the 250 and the 248. That's going to be 298. Okay, what is 75 plus that? 235? So negative 235? Okay, is this number going to be bigger than or less than 0? So it works. We have two intervals that work. We have the interval between negative 4 and 1/2, or 1 and 1/2. So we have negative 4 to 1 and 1/2, or 3/2. And then we're going to combine that with 4 to positive infinity. So that's my answer.